guys ready?
Yes.
Thank you. Good evening. Welcome to the Town of Dayton's Board of Selectmen's regular meeting. Today is Wednesday, October 8th, 2025 at 6 o'clock p.m. This meeting is being recorded. The listing of matters are those reasonably anticipated by the chair which may be discussed at the meeting. Not all items listed may in fact be discussed, and other items not listed may also be brought up for discussion to the extent permitted by law. Can we please have a call to order?
Nicole Mello, present.
Mark Pacheco, present.
And Peter Karen, present. And we need everybody to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance, and then you guys know your name. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. We just have a couple of issues before, you guys can open yours now, it's whatever you choose. Why don't you wait until we do Mr. Rooney then? Sure. And, okay, Mr. Rooney, you're up, sir. Mr. Rooney, Superintendent of the DR High School, school system. Well, you can tell everyone what you want to do.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I did send a memo to the selectmen on Monday, and hopefully you had a chance to look at it. But in a nutshell, Donna Burdos, who has been a great member of our school committee for the last couple of years, and she also was appointed by our school committee and approved by the selectmen to be on the Dayton Elementary School Building Committee. Donna has come to me and said that she's not going to pursue re-election in April. And she felt that it would be in the best interest of the committee of the building committee to be able to have someone on the school committee replace her sooner rather than wait until April when there was a transition at the election time. And so I proposed it to the school committee. The school committee unanimously approved Mrs. Nicole Pavo to take that slot, and I recommended Nicole because of the fact that she checks 3 boxes for us. She is not only a school committee member, but she's a very diligent volunteer. She spent a lot of time with the Dayton PTO. And they've raised thousands and thousands of dollars to improve both Dayton Elementary and Dayton Middle. And she's also a parent in the system. So she brings those 3 very valuable perspectives. And, because of the fact that you are the local governing body, I wanted to bring her, you want to join? Wanted to bring her appointment from the school committee to you officially and answer any questions that you might have.
Great, thank you. Thank you, Nicole, for doing this. It's your committee, and if you feel comfortable with Nicole, then I have no questions or concerns. Nicole?
No, I don't have any concerns.
I just noticed that now, I wish I noticed it earlier, but should we have a resignation letter from Donna?
Well, she's not, she's just resigning from the building committee, she's not resigning from the board of selectmen.
Well, I just no move when someone leaves the board, we get a resignation letter.
She did put it in writing to me, and I can forward that
Okay,
to you.
perfect, thank you.
Okay. So this is a review, discuss, and act, resignation of Donna Burdos from the elementary school building committee. So, does somebody want to make a motion to accept that resignation?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Then recommendation to appoint Nicole Pavo as elementary school building committee member.
I'll make a motion to appoint Nicole Pavo as elementary school building committee member.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you very much.
Okay, guys, you want to open up your meeting?
I apologize. There's a few things, some house cleaning articles we have to take care of before we open it.
Okay.
And it all has to do with the special town meeting warrant.
Sure.
So then, just so you know, a few things. A very late entry to the special town warrant came in from town council, Matt Costa. This is in association with the Pleasant Street Bridge. We're looking to get a home rule petition, and it's listed in the home rule petition to able to take some land out of conservation property, Article 97. There's a small amount of by the Pleasant Street Park, down by the water that we'll need for, to do, for the reconstruction of the Pleasant Street Bridge. We're looking to do it now because we never know how long it takes for a home rule petition to go through the legislation. I asked if we could wait till annual town meeting, but if everything moves forward, they're going to be advertising for the bridge reconstruction in September of 2026. So it's kind of cutting close. So Matt brought it. So the next 1, 2, 3, 4. The next review, discuss, act is 1, to reopen the special town meeting warrant. 2, to add the article for the home rule petition. You know, if you open it. 3, you have to close it. And then the 4th one is to place all the articles on the special town warrant. And from then, you know, we could, the finance committee will step in and then you, through the joint meeting, then you can make your recommendations on each of the articles.
Sure. Okay. So this is going to be a review, discuss, and act. Request to reopen the special town meeting warrant.
I'll make a motion to reopen the special town meeting warrant.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Request to add an article to file home rule petition.
I'll make a request to add the article to have a home rule petition for the Pleasant Street Bridge.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Request to close the special town meeting warrant.
I'll make a motion to close the special town meeting warrant.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Request to place articles on the special town meeting warrant.
I will make a motion to place all articles on the special town meeting warrant.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Now you can open up.
Yep, I got
Now we got one more piece of homework for you.
Sure.
You've got to form us. We haven't been formed yet. for this.
You have now. Okay. We make that motion to reform is everybody here who's on
Everybody's
it?
here. Yeah.
The 6 of you to be the new,
We're missing one. Oh, we're missing Doug White.
oh, Doug White, 7 of you to be on the finance committee. Is there a motion on the floor, a second?
I'll make that motion.
I'll second it.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I think.
No election of officers, we need a chair.
Gee, who should we elect?
Anybody.
We all like leader.
The guy who's not here.
You're done.
Make a motion Peter's chair.
Second.
Yeah. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Look at that, a winner.
Clerk?
Aye.
Go ahead.
Who was clerk?
Ron was.
Ron, you cool with that?
I feel clerkish, sure.
Cool. I'll make a motion that Ron's clerk.
Second that one.
Discussion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nick.
Ayes have it. Capital outlay, we need one member for the capital outlay committee.
I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll be happy to do that. I make a motion that Tracy be our representative for the capital outlay
Second.
committee.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. School finance, Sue
I will
was
do that.
last year.
Yeah, let me see.
I'll make a motion for Sue to represent finance committee at the school committee.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Back to you, Peter.
Okay, thank you. We have a review, discuss, and act the reserve fund transfer request.
I just have a question. I know Serena had sent, so we had just provided this printout. Serena had sent today an email and an Excel with the printout. There was just a 50K discrepancy in free cash in the Excel that Serena had sent today versus what we had printed here. And it looks like it's a reduction in the deposits to stabilization and cap stabilization, and 25K each. So I just wasn't sure what the direction. Serena, I know is on Zoom.
Yeah. That's correct. We initially, and then I will discuss that as we go through the special town meeting articles. I elected to present a reduction in the stabilization fund and the capital stabilization from 200 to the 175, only because we found out, relatively late. We were hoping to do the patrol car through marijuana funds, but then Serena discovered that we can't purchase a patrol car with marijuana funds, and then I wanted to go into annual town meeting with at least $1 million of free cash. So, it's, if we kept it at the 200 a piece, it would be like 963.
Yep.
So, I wanted, it's a good number, it's a good, psychological number, so I
So
wanted
this
to go.
is, so you're saying the one that's printed, not Serena's, or you wanna go off Serena's, which is two, well, they're slightly different, right? So,
They're slightly different, right, yeah.
so are we saying that so on Serena's, it's at 200, but it's at $1 million because there we're assuming that the police car would come from marijuana, which you're
Correct.
saying is not a
Correct.
thing now.
Yes,
So we're still using that same slightly over $1 mil.
yeah.
$1 mil, $2,000 and change.
So
But we're reducing 175 to each of those, which keeps us at that slightly over $1 mil number.
that is correct. We'll be at 1,043,000.
Okay. Okay, so it's the cop car. Okay.
The transfer is just the 6,000?
Yes, it would be the 6,000. We have the $1,500 in the account. It's roughly, gonna be, the bill is approximately $6,200, so the request is $6,000. Some squirrels chewed through the fiber optics.
So I don't know if everybody saw, there's a transfer request to replace and repair fiber
Yeah.
lines damaged by squirrels.
I do have one question. It looks like the splicer alignment with the bucket truck is priced at for 40 hours.
Okay,
But then traffic control detail, we've only got 1 hour? If I'm reading this chart right.
yeah. So did you take a look? I don't have a good answer for that. Oh wait, hold on.
4 hours, but they put it as a line item 1 maybe?
Okay, so they put it at, line item 1, so I was actually, they wound up using 4 hours of a police detail.
It was a total of 4.
It was a total of 4 hours, so. Why is it the slicer was, the quantity
So at 4 hours, is it $294.80 or
yeah,
4 times $294?
no, it's 4 hours at 290, at 294.
$294.80.
Yes,
Okay, so 4 hours?
yeah.
Times one, 240.
No, that's for the
Divided by,
total.
yeah.
Oh, okay, so this is the.
That's basically the hourly.
4 hours.
All right.
I don't know if the quantity, the 40 equals 40 hours of the splicer lineman.
I don't know,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
OT
yeah.
at the top.
Yeah, yeah,
So it does say per hour,
yeah, I know, it says out, yeah, or I don't know, it says 40.
I would
40
assume that
hours at
$194 is
$134
probably an
didn't come
hour.
out to
Yeah,
$53.60.
yeah. Yeah,
It's a lot, I'm not sure.
I just don't want us to be blindsided with another bill later,
yeah.
after the work is done, and we do have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, no, the work has been completed, so we have it.
Oh, this is completed.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's no blind side coming too. Because this is the bill.
Oh,
This is after the
This
fact.
is it.
This is the bill. Okay.
We try to go after the squirrel, but
Yeah,
we didn't have our own
right. Somebody out there with a BB gun, right? Okay.
Any other questions on that?
Free cash?
Yes. No, actually, it's a reserve fund.
Okay. We'll make a motion to pay the outstanding bill for the requested transfer fund. Total amount of $6,000. to repair fiber optic lines damaged by squirrels, from the reserve fund.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it. Ralph, I printed, double printed, so I don't have a blank.
I don't know, original, if you wouldn't mind passing it.
Chair.
Is that it, chief?
That's it.
Ready?
For the squirrels, right?
So the repair, I do have one more question. The repair done, it looked like there was conduit there, so it's gonna be protected now, the fibers?
I would say they did their best to squirrel-proof it as they could. So it was a, you know, as I understand it, it was sort of a weird predicament. They didn't even know how the squirrel got in and chewed it. Squirrels usually go in and try to make a nest.
Mm-hmm.
This one, they chewed it.
With the
Yeah.
plastic,
Yeah. Which, I don't know, usually it has like some, usually they have like an echo coating on it. Like
Right.
it's made from corn or something. You know, but it's just a squirrel that wanted its plastic, you know.
Do you guys want to do just the ones that affect you, or do you want to just do them all on the articles?
I think the first, it's not until the end that affects us, so.
Okay. So why don't we just, it's easy for us just to do them all. Well,
Article 2 is just prior year bills.
yep.
I do like the uniform vendor, but.
I know.
To see if the town will vote to raise and appropriate and/or transfer from available funds the amount of $1,106.08 to pay prior year bills or take any action thereof. Relative thereto. You guys have any questions?
No.
Mark?
No.
Concerns?
Is there any questions on any of the prior year bills?
No.
Okay. Then we need a motion on the floor to accept it.
Is it to accept or recommend?
Recommend.
I make a motion to recommend Article 2.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Same here, we just need a motion to recommend.
I make a motion, we vote to recommend Article 2 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 3, there's no sense reading, we all have them in front of us.
I just had a question about what the personal expenses for the ACO were.
The personal expenses, there was some more overtime than that was anticipated.
Oh.
So.
Excuse me?
Serena?
Hi, I was just, wanted to confirm that also the finance committee was gonna make their funding recommendations.
We can do that.
Yes, please.
We typically do prior year raise and appropriate for free
Free
cash. So Serena does have it in as free cash for part of the reduction there.
Yes.
Issues with that?
No.
We want to amend the article to pay the prior year from free cash?
So do we have to make a motion to reopen, or do we just make a motion to amend a recommendation?
you could make a motion to, like a second motion to recommend through free cash, and then going forward, you could say recommend, and you could do both the recommendation and the funding
Recommend.
source, but now you've already recommended it, so you can make a motion to say from what's the funding source.
Okay, I'll make a motion to recommend the funding source for Article 2 be free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
We did not, Mark made a motion, but there was discussion for Article 3.
So
So we
motion.
need a second. No, you already seconded. You need a
Yeah, I don't
vote
make
to
it.
recommend. Is there a motion on the floor to recommend?
I'll make a motion to recommend Article 3.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
See, I did have one question on the veterans' benefits. That department, we had 30,000 of free cash come from them. So do we have to do this now, or can we hold this one off? Has he already spent all of his benefits for the year?
Oh, is that a question for me?
Yes.
So, he has not gone negative yet. That number is based on what he currently is paying out monthly, through the end of June. It will run negative by that $16,511. We could hold off until the end of the year and either fund it with a reserve transfer or a department transfer, or if we don't have any money available at the end of this year, then at the annual town meeting, we would just have an article for it to be raised and appropriated for this fiscal year.
If I may, the veteran, they get they have an unanticipated veteran move in, and so that's how they incurred the expense that they were planning on.
That was going to be my question.
Yeah.
It's just, yeah, okay.
And what account is ACO number 292?
Animal control.
That's the rate increase for 1 year? With overtime? I don't understand this.
I can give a little rundown of each number.
I'm sorry, Serena, I didn't understand you.
I said that I can give a little rundown of each amount requested.
That'd be good for me.
Okay, so the animal control officer had a change to her contract that she, when works on a holiday, gets a 4-hour minimum of overtime pay. And that contract was established after the budget was done. So this $3,400 is what the Bengals came up with to cover any work that she may do on a holiday. The second one for the election for the $4,500. When we were going through the budget process and we had that big Excel sheet with everyone's budgets, the vote, that's actually the vote by mail total amount. And if you look back at the Excel sheet, there was a formula error on the columns for the Board of Selectmen recommendation and the Finance Committee recommendation. So when we actually went to vote, the vote was shorted by the $4,500. And then, even though the $4,500 was intentional, you know, everyone's intention was to accept that dollar amount, when we did the math, it was just excluded at the meeting. And that's the same. Oh, so the town clerk is, the clerical union has a separate pay rate on June 30th. And when I was looking at the budget, I realized that there were 2 individuals that missed the addition for their June 30th pay rate. And then the veterans, we just explained.
Thank you.
We found it really appropriate.
Yes.
make a motion, we vote to recommend, article number 3 as presented.
That is reasonable.
As the raised and appropriate. Doesn't it have to be raised and appropriate because all of these are part of the budget, regular budget?
I don't think it necessarily has to, but that's what we try to do.
To keep,
Yeah.
it's gonna be part of that continuing, so.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 4.
Alright, so we're front loading these lease payments, right? Is that basically what's going on here?
Taking them off.
Yeah.
Because the free cash came in, so.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have it available, so we don't have to.
So we're doing that with fire, highway,
Police doesn't have any.
police doesn't have any way, but they're
Ambulance,
having a
we don't
vehicle
have
request. Ambulance, we don't have any, because that was the last one we just did, right? The ambulance was the last one at the town meeting.
Mark, do you want to make that motion for Article 4? To recommend.
I'll make a motion to recommend Article 4.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
No, I wanna make sure that, this is $250,000 in free cash that we're gonna front load, which I guess we're taking off the books for the next year when it's worse, right? And the year after that when it's worse.
Yeah, basically taking the obligations off the list.
Right.
Anybody have any questions on that?
I guess my question is, where did the windfall come from?
So,
I mean, when we left town meeting in June,
yeah,
I mean, the town's gonna wonder, where are we getting this money all of a sudden?
so I went through, we had 234 come from free cash from last year, carryover. 928 was turned back, and then 614 was revenue. The biggest things out of the revenue were 220 in extra vehicle excise
Ah,
and 200 more of investment income, which you guys gotta do that again this year.
Yeah.
No pressure, Serena.
okay.
Um,
From investment?
yeah, investment income.
Oh.
So they budgeted 20,000, it was 220,000.
It's so,
Okay.
it's
Bitcoin?
quirky, it's been quirky investment,
Gold?
Obviously, Bitcoin.
Bitcoin and gold, this is Bitcoin and gold, that's
Yeah.
all you guys invested in, that's cool, that's fine.
Out of,
Nvidia stock.
out of the turn back, 90,000 of it was that out-of-district student that was
Yes,
going,
transportation.
so they only charged us 10 grand instead of 100.
Because they left.
Did she, is that what happened?
Yeah.
She left the town, okay. And health insurance was down 238.
People leave or grabbing insurance elsewhere, that was that far under?
Some people left, like, just moving things
I
around.
know our rate was good and then I think we had a refund too, right?
Yeah, we had a good rate, we wanted to get, we over anticipated, so our rate wound up being better, other communities.
Yeah.
But this is not fiscal year,
This
it's
is-
fiscal
so
year
this is-
25, not.
Yeah, so this is like nice stuff, but not something that can be counted on
We
year
cannot
over year.
count it,
Right.
yeah, we cannot
Okay.
count it.
Last year, health insurance was 75. So
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
that's about almost 40% of the turn back.
Yeah. I mean, I think if we can do that, then I think, the smartest move is taking off recurring payments, right?
I make a motion, we vote to recommend the payment of, $106,146.76 as the fifth payment for the fire engine.
Second.
From
Free cash.
From free cash.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 5 is the same as 4, with the exception of it's the 6th payment.
Do you mind if I do, motion to recommend Article 5 and 6 as presented?
Sure.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion to recommend Article 5 and 6 as written, recommendation from free cash.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Article 7, $106,000 for a new chief vehicle. Chief, what happens to the other vehicle?
The one that I'm looking to replace should be surplus.
And your vehicle's going to the ship supervisor?
If I could ask the chief to step up to the, I'm sorry, chief, to step up to the podium. Thank you.
So yeah, my current cruiser will become the ship supervisor's cruiser, and then the current cruiser will be surplus by the town.
Any idea what the surplus value of the vehicle is?
I don't know. Sometimes we get good money for them, sometimes we don't. It just depends on what the bite is on the auction, when the town puts it out for auction.
Okay.
It's got 176,000 miles on it, so I don't know if somebody will be too interested in it.
And what year is it?
2006.
The surplus goes, the vehicle goes back into free cash?
Yes.
Well, thanks for putting 176 before asking.
Do you have any questions about it?
No, I don't.
We tried.
I do have one more question. Have we been having issues with this vehicle?
So 2 years ago, we replaced the transmission in it with a junkyard transmission that I'm crossing my fingers continues to operate.
Yeah.
And we just started having issues with it starting, to the point this morning we had it running out on a medical to assist the ambulance and it didn't start, so they had to take something else.
Do you know lead time?
For a new one,
Yeah.
they have it on the lot.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
How long does it take them to get it all?
I don't know that. It'll probably be a couple months to outfit it.
And this price includes fully equipped,
Correct.
correct?
Yes, ma'am.
The 53 is the vehicle, and then the 53 is everything else, right?
The vehicle is actually 57, but we're looking to split it and use ambulance fund money and whatever you guys decide.
Awesome.
Motion to recommend Article 7?
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Do we have to recommend the split of free cash and ambulance? Is that what we're doing here with the notation that says 53 and 53?
We would.
I feel more comfortable with that.
Okay. Motion to recommend Article 7 in the total sum of $106,000 to be split between $53,000 of free cash and $53,000 in ambulance fund.
Second that.
Any other questions on that article? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you.
Okay, Article 8. And 9 if you want to do them together, Mark.
Yes, I'll do a motion to recommend Article 8 and
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
So same, this is taking off the highway obligations. Any questions on?
No, I don't. I make a motion that we vote to recommend both Article 8 and 9 as payments for the highway excavator from free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 10. Chief, when was the last time we purchased the car? The 2023?
Almost 3 years.
And what are you taking off the road? Sorry.
Sorry about that.
It's okay.
All right, so we're gonna be taking 572 and 573, which they're both 2014. One's got 160,000 and the other's got 165,000 miles on it. One's got mold inside of it growing, and I don't want the guys using it anymore for details. And the other one's the oldest of the fleet, which has got exhaust leak.
So we're taking 2 off, replacing
Two
with
off.
one?
Those will go to the for auction, and then I'm gonna replace the one frontline car, and then the car that we're having issues with now, we'll just put that down for details, which is getting fixed now. It's on its second water pump.
The car that, from 23, was that an actual purchase or was that a replacement of?
So that was an actual purchase to move the car to the SRO Okies transportation.
And when was the insurance purchase? The car
That was the first. That was the first. Tahoe. So that was the 23. The 20. No, I'm sorry. That was the 23. That was the first. That was the 24. I'm sorry. So it was 2 years ago. Was the last Tahoe we bought. But they went up in price.
And the school resource officer is using which card?
576. That's on the list here, which is a 2018 with almost 130,000.
And does he go between the schools?
He goes between all three if needed, but he was at the middle and elementary. He was just recently reassigned to the high school.
And that car doesn't put the hours on it like the others do for details.
No.
You'll see Okie flying by.
Yeah, that definitely doesn't have the idle time that obviously a frontline car does. And the oldest frontline car we're replacing is the 577, which is a 2019 with 140,000.
Motion to recommend Article 10.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Any questions from Finance Committee?
88's fully equipped.
Yes, it is. Yep.
Motion-
Radio, equipment, that's everything.
Motion to recommend Article 10, funded from free cash.
I've got one more question. Does our town administrator recommend this?
Yes.
I'll second that.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Before we move on, lead time?
To get that, so if we order it November, it'll probably be February maybe. We should see that, about 3 months.
Article 11. Chief, what's the drug kits?
The drug kits are used for the LEAD program, which is law enforcement against drugs. It's a curriculum that we're teaching in the schools with the kids, taught by the SROs who became instructors about 2 years ago. And the drug kits are like variety of things like stress balls and other coloring, like activity books, and it's got a variety of things. Like I've never had too much involvement in it. I've let them, the instructors, take part in all that stuff.
And who did they teach? Everyone or just certain grades?
Certain grades, but I heard it's going so well that they want to now move it to like the 4th grade level.
Okay.
Mr. Rooney likes the program. It's got a lot of good feedback, a lot of positive feedback. So now they want to move it to, try to expand it to the 4th grade level. So because they're going to do another grade, they were looking to get some more. The deputy had asked for a transfer of funds.
What are we spending now on it?
I wouldn't have an exact number.
Nicole, do you have any questions?
Nope.
Nope, glad we're using the funds.
Yeah,
Motion to recommend Article 11.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I do have one question. Now this
Okay.
opioid stabilization fund, it's very limited what you can use the funding for.
It is. It is a very strict guideline on what you can make purchases with. So
Is
it's,
it
you can't.
mostly just educational?
It is. It is.
Full disclosure, I was at the capital outlay committee meeting And the plan at that point was to buy the cruiser out of the opioid, but Serena blew that dream.
It's a
for
no-go.
her.
Something we could
It'd
really
be for
use.
education, you're driving to go teach a class.
Exactly.
Well, next we can ask Cable, right, and see if it's Cable.
Yeah,
I wonder if you can pay the salary out of opioid to teach the class,
Oh,
because, I know
I think it has to be a new position.
a new possession.
Like, cause I do know that there's towns that use it to pay a salary, but it was like a mental health, I forgot what they call him, the director of mental health, and they pay him for it, but it was a new position.
Okay, because that's where I got the idea. I saw that another committee.
Yeah,
Oh,
Middleborough
it's a new
does it,
position.
yeah.
Okay, all right.
I make a motion, we vote to recommend Article 11 as presented.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, so
Okay, Article 12.
could it be an additional responsibility for an existing position?
That I don't know. That would be a question for maybe Serena, or like you said, it is very limited and it's like pages and pages of long. And it's so long you would think that you have all these options, but they're pretty much just telling you everything you can't do.
I mean, if we can defray salary from a funding source that we
That would be
basically can
nice.
never tap into, like,
I don't think we have a significant amount. Serena, do you know off the top of your head how much we have in the opioid fund?
She's got 23,000 on the expense
Yeah.
before this year's payment.
Yeah, it's I mean, it's not, I mean,
it would only be for the hours
Yeah.
during the time in school anyways, but it's
Something.
If it helps.
some, sure.
yeah, it's not enough to fund a full-time, I mean,
No,
continuous
I'm
position.
not suggesting a
Yeah,
full-time
yeah.
employee, I'm
Yeah.
saying,
Yeah.
like, do we have like Narcan and stuff inside the schools, do we have stuff like that?
We have Narcan in the building, yeah.
You guys all set with 11? Yeah. And
Yes.
no questions, right?
No, we had already.
Yep, so Article 12. Chief, when did it stop being compatible with the state system?
That's the call log one.
Oh, so it is compatible right now, but the state is no longer going to be managing and servicing the recorders anymore. So they basically told all the communities you have until, I believe, until the end of the year to purchase your own recorders, voice recorders. So we're looking to, I spoke to the chief from Westport, he did his last year, we're looking to obviously take care of our recorder this year.
Okay.
And the reason why we have the prices on there is that, not to steal your thunder, but kicking the can down the road, as you use that term, that will put us in, for 5 years, that'll take care of that recorder. So we're not
Okay.
having to worry about funds for it, so that'll take care of that for 5 years.
What happens after 5 years? We need.
Then we'll just have to go back and get another quote on for them to service it.
Okay. And what do you mean when you say they service it? What-
So they come in, they obviously check the recorder to make sure it's recording on all the lines and doing all that technical stuff they do with the recorders. I'm not in the, I can't say what they do.
No,
'Cause
okay.
I'm not in the room with them when they do, but that, it's checking out pretty much all the hardware and all the, make sure it's doing its job.
Okay.
So this is like, not to date myself, but this is like when people used to buy a printer and then, but they also have a service contract where somebody comes and
Correct.
uses the printer.
Correct.
So it's not just a one-time purchase and now we have a recorder. It's
Right.
where you're paying on this annually until.
We're hoping the same recorder's gonna last us 10 years, 15 years down the road. I mean, I don't see them dying off, I mean, too soon, because the one we've had has been there for 6 years since we've gotten the building, but they've always serviced it and done, what it takes to keep it going. Now they're saying, you know what, the state's not gonna be servicing these voice recorders, you need to purchase your own. We were hoping that we were gonna leave them in the stations and then we just, worry about servicing them as we need it. But they're telling us that we need to get our own, so
Okay.
we wanna be in front of the 8 ball on this.
Do you know what the breakdown is between the initial upfront, hey, we gotta purchase the unit, and then what the estimated annual is year over year?
He had said it, and then when the deputy and I were sitting down looking at the figures, that was the cheapest way to go with that 5-year plan. I don't have the actual figure in my.
No, I'm just curious.
Yeah.
And are there warranties on the equipment?
with the service plan, there was that's why I went with the 5 years.
Okay,
So-
5-year
so-
warranty.
Yeah, so we're good, yep. And that's for all the lines, so when you're calling into the station, that covers all the lines that come into the station, including the 911.
Motion to recommend Article 12?
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
This really doesn't say anything about maintaining the system. It's for the purchase and installation of the,
And it's to maintain it for 5 years.
it doesn't say.
It's a point,
And the-
that we should put in here.
Correct,
Sue's point.
because
It should
later on,
say-
when we're coming back, if we have issues,
Yeah, no, I
where's the
think,
warranty?
I think the language should say for the purchase and installation and service for the duration of 5 years.
Okay,
You know, just so that people understand what,
that's
this
fine.
isn't, oh, hey, this is a one-time thing,
Right,
or,
right.
this is a.
And we have something to fall back on if something goes wrong.
Okay.
I got you.
Amend the language.
So do we make a,
I can make a motion.
yeah,
I'll make a motion to amend the language in Article 12 to include language about maintaining the system. Do you,
5 years.
all right, for 5 years.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I'll make a motion to recommend Article 12 as amended by the Board of Selectmen, recommendation from free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 13.
This is all just HVAC.
What's that?
13 is HVAC, $9,800 for engine replacement.
Yeah, so this is a good one, right? We've been having a lot of issues with our HVAC system all summer long. We've spent quite a few dollars on keeping it going. Just recently, we got a thing from one of the techs, and Mr. Aguirre, before he had left, that there was issues with it defaulting every time there's an electrical storm or a power outage, which we're back again today because we had 2 power outages yesterday, and it went into default again. And I'm not an HVAC guy, so with the town electrician who was working on the library came over, the North Star technician, Jim Aguirre, we all had a meeting inside the station to try to figure out what the problem is. And one of the problems was that the software, because you have to go log on to the computer to control all the temps in the station, hadn't had a software upgrade in probably almost 4 years now, they're thinking. So we contacted this company who Swansea uses and came highly recommended because they do their station. It came over and looked at the wall, and the minute he walked in the IT room, he said, well, there's your problem, that part's 10 years old. It's like trying to install an app inside a flip phone. I said, okay. So I said, what do those go for? And he said, well, we'll give you a quote on, replacing it. But he said, it's probably 10 years old. I said, how is it 10 years old? The building's only 6.
Right.
He goes, well, that's what they do when they build these stations. They come in lowest bid, they put the parts in them to get them up and running. And so here we are, we're dealing with a part that needs to get replaced that's not functionable to letting us upgrade our software to control the system the way it should be.
Motion to recommend Article 13?
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any other questions for Chief on 13?
So the 1-year software maintenance agreement, is it with this Swansea company?
Yeah, well, they're out of Rhode Island. Swansea's using the same company, but yeah, they came highly recommended. Yep.
Okay, and that's just for the programming?
Yes. Yep.
So this is part install, programming, and then a year maintenance agreement.
Correct. They were trying to sell us.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah, and I said nope.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, that's the way we need to be.
HVAC, that's why you have to go, you don't have to go for HVAC, that's actually.
The bill was like actually $17,000, and I said, no way.
You got a tough crowd, you gotta put this one.
You can even say I can ask.
I said, no way. I said, we can't go down that road right now.
I make a motion, we vote to recommend Article 13 as presented from free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Article 14.
Is this now gonna be 175s for each one?
If I, yes, if I may, through the chair, our recommendation is
Stabilization.
$175,000 for Article 4, for Article 14 and Article 15. It's just a, again, DLS generally recommends that, if you've got 10% of your free cash to put into stabilization. That's how we came up with the 200, the 200,000. But as I said, it's close enough to that 10%. And we just want to go into annual town meeting with a healthy number, so it gives us, gives you and the finance committee a chance to take a look at it and how we appropriate those funds.
I'll make a motion to recommend Article 14 for $175,000 to the stabilization account.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any other questions on 14?
No.
Make a
Make
motion.
up. I make a motion, we vote to recommend Article 14 in the amount of $175,000 for the stabilization fund from free cash.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
I make a motion to recommend Article 15 for $175,000 to the capital stabilization account.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Any questions on 15?
No.
No.
I make a motion, we vote to recommend Article 15 in the amount of $175,000 to capital stabilization from free cash.
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Yes, have it.
Ralph, I have some questions about 16.
Absolutely, go ahead.
Is it going to cost us $35,000?
Very close to $35,000. The as you recall, back in the spring, the Council on Aging had requested to the Board of Selectmen the extension of the parking lot to do, for safety reasons, to have it flat. So they had grant money left over, which they paid, which they will pay for engineering and the substrate, the materials, which Finance Committee, which Highway Department put. So to put the rest of the blacktop and the guardrails is approximately $35,000 based on the square footage. COA and Bella, they've been, we said look for grants, and they haven't been able. They've been trying. They haven't been able to find any grants to complete the job, and we're looking to complete the job before winter really hits and really does a number on that temporary parking lot we have.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to spend $35,000.
Was that how it was presented to us? Do we know that we were going to be spending $35,000?
I might have been in a cloud, but I just heard grant and I was like, that sounds great. And I'm guessing I missed the aspect that was only covering a certain portion, but I was under the impression that it was a grant.
Right.
Not that we were just starting it with grants and that we were gonna come in back looking for the full amount.
How much is it all back, all the way down?
It's that, I don't know the square footage, it's that top
Just that
portion,
top
if you,
edge.
if you look at it.
We've got this long without it.
Well, it's not, we haven't gone through a winter. And, if,
Basically, we're sealing it.
well, we're putting a more permanent, ceiling on it, and the guardrails.
How many more spots is it giving us? Do we know?
20 more spots, if I remember
A
correctly.
lot.
What's your opinion, Nicole?
I don't know. I wish someone from the Council on Aging was here to speak on this.
I know, listen, I brought this up to them. It was, my recommendation to them for the Council on Aging. I know they were working diligently to find, funding, outside of the town to pay for it. I figured, since I don't want to be willy-nilly with our free cash, but I figured this was an opportunity to finish the job before we go into the winter.
We're just chipping away at free cash. It seems like all of a sudden the bell went off and everybody's just coming in because there's free cash.
I don't see it that way. I think we've made some prudent choices with our free cash going into special town meeting. I do admit that I did see this as an opportunity to seal it, make sure we have it. And again, this was based on the Council on Aging's efforts, and I signed off on the grants that they submitted. They really have been attempting to find a different revenue source to complete the job. So,
What's your opinion, Mark?
These pictures don't look terrible.
They don't.
I think this would be wonderful, but
Did you guys get these?
No.
Do you want to see this?
Could I say a few things? We've invested a lot of time and resources already to get it to this point. Any alterations that have been made
Right,
already to the parking lot. And I kind of agree, why are we spending money to do the first part of the job, and now, after we could have stopped on a cruiser or another police vehicle, we have quite a surplus already of those vehicles. But this is, to stop a project midway, we've already invested money, and then yes, possibly have the weather and everything bring us back or ruin the progress we've made already, does not make sense to me. And I will say,
But it's
Council
$35,000.
I know it's $35,000. I will say the Council on Aging has improved their programs, and they're getting out more people in because they have done such a great job with their grant funding.
I do see the other day it was packed when I came by.
Right, and
It was,
the thing is, we've already said we would do this project. Now is not, in my opinion, is not the time to stumble or walk. We've got to finish it. It's just like the stairs we tore up at Town Hall to put in that ramp, and then we ended up putting the stands back in.
But we started this project under the impression that it was gonna be paid through for grants.
I
Not
bet
saying
that.
that I'm totally on board with continuing it, but I wish the Council on Aging was here to talk about this, to defend it, because I think it's important. I'd like to know, it sounds like I'm hearing from Jake that they do have a lot of more people coming, because that was one of my questions. What's it like? I'm not in town during
the
the week.
overflow's been down, even they've been parking around like that track corner. So the events that they have been running recently, even just from puttering around, I've been at Town Hall a couple times recently, which is why I've seen it. They literally had the overflow down, all the way down to Town Hall, which, not to be that guy, but those people aren't gonna be getting up that hill very easily.
No, it's
Right,
not
you know.
safe. And if I could just say one more thing about the Council on Aging, they do not come to us a lot with things.
Yeah.
And they do always pull their own weight, so
yeah,
this is a lot, but
that's it.
I think
Through-
it's doable.
If I may, I don't mean to cut you off. Bella was supposed to come. She had, Karen just said she had gotten an emergency. That's why she's not here.
Peter, can I ask you a question?
Me?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
What is the negative side if, because obviously this is a concern, what is the negative side of rather than paying the third and the fourth lease payment on the excavator, we only pay the third and take that amount of money and apply it towards this 35,000. Thought, what's the negative side of doing something like that? Obviously, we pushed the payoff of the
Yeah, just
excavator out of the
28.
year, but how does that negatively affect anything if we did that?
This is interesting. This is calculated.
You know, I think if we, I say if we have an opportunity to pay the excavator now, I think, I think we should.
Just to clarify, 35K
Before winter.
Yeah.
is
What does winter do?
Is,
Well,
calculated in the middle of free
Yeah,
cash.
shut down.
yes,
That's about it.
Oh, want it to be there.
You
in
know,
the spring?
you know how much is, so it's not ready on the park?
So we can continue to look for grants.
Right. I think you could.
I think approximately $20,000, and that's from
Where it's
from
like,
$19,000, $20,000, and that's, they had leftover money in the grant,
This is
which they applied
Right.
it to. So,
Yeah.
And that's work
It's
that
just a gravel crossing.
highway
It's not really
department's done.
protecting
that's what the highway department did, yes.
And highway would do this as well.
So, yeah, so you have, so now it's for town citizens, or for town employees, which is good, that's nice. So, he was just saying there's about $20,000 already invested in the project.
Mhm.
So, it's about halfway, almost halfway, and this is the last bit.
So I agree with everyone's points. The Council on Aging is doing amazing things, and they're doing great work over there, and they've grown their programs, and the board already recognized the increased need for parking when it was presented, and I don't really view this as stopping the project midway. I just view it as the board, when they supported the project, I don't want to speak for us, but from what I heard, we didn't realize there's going to be an actual cost to the taxpayers. We thought it was going to be grant funded, and I just don't see winter's coming as the reason that we have to push it along so quickly. I think the parking lot will be there in the spring, so we can continue to look for grants and other funding opportunities, and if we can't, we can review it in the future, and hopefully we continue to save and have money available for it. So I think it should stay on the warrant, but I'm not going to make a motion to recommend it.
You want to table it? Or just not do it at all?
We just don't have to recommend, right? We
Right.
can leave it on the
It's
warrant.
going to stay on the warrant, whether we,
Right.
it just goes, selectmen's
Mhm.
doesn't recommend.
Right, and the council on aging can make their case directly to
Sure.
the people.
Okay. So there is no motion on the floor, correct?
No, but I had a question. Does the Council on Aging have a Friends of the Council on Aging, like the library has, like other towns have that? Does the Council on Aging have that?
I didn't hear what you said.
Yeah.
Do they have like a Friends of the Council on Aging?
I think they do. You know, we and I've helped Bella look at other revenue sources outside, you know, outside of obviously outside of from the taxpayer, and again, I just want to say, this is, I don't mean to make this harsh. This is not a bait and switch by the Council on Aging. You know, again, they and I don't think you know, you see that they did, and they truly have been wanted to do it through grant funding, and they've been making every effort to make it grant fund and reaching out to sources. This was something I brought up to Bella, so this is, you know, I want to say it's on me. I brought it up. I figured this was an opportunity for us to do it. So I just want to, you know, I just want to put out, when they made their presentation to you, it was sincere and it was genuine, and it was fully 100% their intention. They have grant money and to continue that forward. So
We reached out to like our senator or our state rep or
we,
anything?
yeah.
They didn't know.
Oh yeah.
All right.
They've
Worth a try.
they've been
That's
reaching
all the
out,
things
and
I have.
as you know, they have I think both Senator Dooner and Representative Thurber, the once a month, they have their meetings actually at the Council on Aging. They have their office hours at the Council on Aging, so they do a very good job at sniffing out grants, so,
Thank you, Ralph.
yeah.
And just for clarification, I never would think that Council Nation would ever do a bait and switch.
No,
Never,
I don't think
ever.
so. I
Never.
just want, I just want to express to the board that it was, more my conversation with Bella than them saying, "Ooh, we have this money, can we do it?" So,
One more question?
yeah,
We're talking about paving and guardrails for this.
yes,
There are no guardrails at this point.
there are blocks.
Okay.
Yeah, they're like
Can we
concrete.
without the guardrails for now?
It's not recommended because there's a, for safety reasons, because it's on, if you see there's a dip
Yeah.
and I am not 100% sure on the DOT regulations on that, but my conversations with Mr. Ferry is that there has to be, he does recommend the guardrails. And I think it's because I know it's like on the top of a hill and we don't want anybody overshooting the top and
I've
going
got
down
that,
the ditch.
but
Yeah.
if we could break up the payments and pave now, put the guardrails in later, leave the blocks in position.
Yeah, I would,
It's
yeah,
gonna depend what the breakdown is.
Yeah,
what the
yeah.
paving versus the
Right.
guardrail.
yeah.
You would think the paving
And in
is
which
probably
case
the
we
growth.
would-
Paving is probably the,
We had
yeah,
that breakdown.
yeah.
Do you have the breakdown of what?
The
think we did.
guardrails were $2,300,
Yeah.
$2,370.
Yeah.
The guardrails are the sprinkles on the cupcakes.
Yeah, they went- I mean, if they went with the wood guardrails, it would have been more expensive, but they're looking for they call them the rust-colored metal guardrails. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Would, I did the table, but you still need a recommendation from us.
Right.
Yes.
Can we hold up and speak to Tom prior to the meeting?
A recommendation I guess you could make it at the meeting, yeah.
Yeah, because we would typically meet before
Yeah.
we
Yeah,
changes, so
let's
we
do
can
it.
meet, talk to him, because I'd be interested to find out what is, okay, we leave it for the winter, Tom, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Right, what are the
Right.
ramifications?
It's
Is that
almost
gonna
like-
make would it deteriorate the service to the point where it would increase the cost of the project, right? So would they have to re-level?
Right.
Would they have to?
They did the same thing to the tennis ball courts down here before they paved it. They prepped it for 2 or 3 years
Over at the old police station?
at the old
Yeah.
police station.
Yeah.
And it sat there. When it came time to pave it, there was no, we got potholes to fill or anything. It was more of a safety issue because of wheelchairs. And they wanted the ramp at that time,
Right.
but that was $30,000 to pave that.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's all flat too. I'm worried about the runoff off the sides, because like you say, there's a dip.
Well, it doesn't have to be used.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, there's not a dip unless you extend the parking lot.
Correct. But it's prepped.
But it's prepped. I mean, you stop painting your house, if you run out of funds, what do? You stop painting the house.
Correct.
It's regardless of whether it's gonna be exposed to the elements or not. If you don't have the money, you don't have the money. So I understand that we've put money into it, so let's protect our investment. Like Mark and Nicole had said, we were under the assumption when they were going to do this, through nobody's fault, it wasn't going to cost us anything. That's what we were told.
Yep.
And now to come back just a few months later and say, we need $35,000, we might not have approved it back then.
Right.
That's my position, but I mean, I agree with what everybody's saying. It's good arguments on both sides. And I'm all for protecting an investment, but at what cost?
And it looks like it's just a little over $10,000 invested, so this is a
Right.
lot more.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry,
No.
15, a little over 15,000.
Okay, so whatever you guys want to do on your end.
Is everyone good with that?
You wanna
Well, meet before.
Table.
Yep.
Do we need a motion table?
No,
Article 17.
that's it for us.
So that's it for you guys.
We can adjourn if you're okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Make a motion to
I
adjourn.
make a motion, we adjourn?
Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Ayes have it.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The special town, with the amended 18 and 19?
Motion to recommend Article 17.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Chief had already explained to us about that, 17 before. I don't know if you guys remember that conversation we had.
Yes.
Article 18.
I don't remember Article 18. Have we talked about that?
That was the new one, that way we just put in
Oh.
today. And that was as a result of Pleasant Street. It's Article 97, it's the home rule petition, which would give the town the authority to take some property out of conservation restriction for the if we need it for the Pleasant Street Bridge reconstruction.
Before we, go ahead, Mark, I'm sorry.
It looks like 18 is for disabled veterans clause.
Oh, yeah, that.
Oh, wait, am I jumping the gun?
Well, that's the amended one.
Oh, the
That's
amended.
Article 19.
The one in the book is,
Okay.
the one we just gave you that's
All right.
18.
It's this sheet, Mark, separate.
Oh, okay, that's okay. Oh, all right.
So,
Fair enough.
how much is Pleasant Street going to, I know it sounds like we're going to deviate from it, but.
Yeah,
how much
yeah,
is
yeah.
Pleasant Street going to cost us?
Well, that's a very good question. We're trying to, I believe the amount is $3.5 million total.
And
So we're working with the state, because it's a state project. They have given us the funding. We have half the funding. We're working with the state to come up with the balance of the funding. I've made it clear, myself and Tom, we're on these meetings constantly, that we don't have that gap. The town of Dayton does not have the money to fill that gap.
Right.
For Pleasant Street Bridge. So.
What if they closed it altogether?
Then
Like they did with Brook Street?
Yeah, if we don't have the funding to do it, that might present itself as an option which we need to do.
I guess we can still go ahead with 18, but, can always put the land back. If we don't-
Well, if we don't need to take it, if we
Right,
don't have the
right.
funding,
Right.
we don't need to proceed with it, so.
Okay. Then, you have any concerns, guys, with 18? No? You want to make a motion?
Sure. Motion to recommend Article 18.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Article 19.
That's the one. Have we talked about this before? This is new. Looks new to me.
I don't remember.
This is,
It is new.
it is new and.
I don't think,
the assessor did it.
When the veterans agent was here, he mentioned it.
I think we have Stephanie here before.
Oh,
Yeah, we have,
Yeah, can you deal with that? Yes, thank you.
Love it.
I'm glad I came back.
Me too.
With our real estate tax exemptions, a person that puts their property in a trust, they have to be the trustee or have a life estate in order to be able to receive that exemption. So a lot of the times, people are getting older and they're putting their property into trusts to protect themselves, their children, their heirs. And if it's not in giving them, being a trustee or giving them a life estate, because if they have a life estate, they are the owner of the property. They have the life rights to live there until they pass. Then they're not qualified. Even though they're the ones living there and we know they set it up to protect themselves, they can't get the exemption anymore. So unfortunately, couldn't find anything out there that allows like a senior or any of the exemptions except for veterans, because we do have a few veterans that are in trusts, but it's not set up properly for them, so they can't get the exemption anymore.
Okay,
So this is just to allow them to still be able to.
so corrective measure.
Yeah, because they do still live there, they are the ones paying the bills and everything else, but they're just because, the daughter is now the trustee.
Right.
So that's really what this is. I wish I could find it for everyone. Maybe there's a way to
Sure.
petition or something, but small steps.
Yeah,
Okay?
I have no issues or concerns.
Thank you.
Nicole, do you have any questions?
No.
No, Mark?
Board of Assessors recommends?
Yes.
Okay.
We discussed it in our meeting this morning.
Beautiful. I make a motion to recommend Article 19.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Article 20. I don't think that requires any motion.
I don't think anyone cares if we recommend that.
No. They're doing it whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
Chief, you're up again.
Busy night for you.
Obviously, the first one to review, discuss, and act the resignation of Ken Almeida, the full-time police officer.
Yes. So he emailed me on Saturday asking for a meeting at 3 p.m. Tomorrow, he said, and I said, well, meeting on a Sunday? So I replied back, I'll see you guys Sunday at 3, I'm always around for you guys. He said, no, I'm in on Monday. So Monday, myself and the deputy sat down and talked. He told us that he's resigning, he was offered full-time position down with New Bedford Police Department. Who's now, I could foresee this coming with smaller towns, and I think I've mentioned it before, trying to retain employees, competing with bigger departments. We're not gonna win. They've offered him, after 6 months on the road, to satisfy the union, a full-time position in their training department. So,
What's he work down here?
so he's working a split now,
Yeah.
two eves and two mids.
Yeah.
So he's the second person on the eve shift, and then he's the second person on the mid shift.
Yeah.
And then he does his training with the state and stuff, whatever, which he's excellent at.
Yeah.
In Bedford, everyone in the state knows Kenny. He does a great job.
Good.
And then he comes here to the town and does a great job. So
Okay.
that was a punch to the gut, I guess you could say,
Sure.
right? And losing him, he was a good officer.
Okay, this is a review, discuss, and act on his resignation.
I'll make a motion to accept Kenneth Almeida's letter of resignation with thanks and appreciation.
I will second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Now, the posting of a full-time patrol officer.
Yes.
What do you have in-house? Anybody that can shift people around? Not that I want to tell you much, I'm in here.
No, so we discussed before trying to get that person that I was already short with the last budget. If losing that position, he's already the second on the road for each one, so it'll create overtime cutting that guy. SROs are in the school doing their jobs every day.
What about the deputy chief?
The deputy chief's on.
He used for that position until
It's
somebody is found?
It's a union position. It's a union. He's a non-union employee, so we're stuck a rock and a hard place. I mean, I can try to make cuts in other areas as far as training and overtime.
Spending it overtime, it doesn't make any sense.
No, exactly, and that's what it's going to create. It's going to create overtime because I can't go to one guy on the road.
No,
That's
right.
that's going to cause a lot of problems. It's not safe.
No.
2 cars on the road. I mean, these days isn't enough. I mean, right now with those shifts that he's working, I'm calling guys on overtime to transport a prisoner to Ash Street, New Bedford.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're not going to keep him. I mean, the liabilities of keeping someone in a cell all night unless
Right.
it's weather permitting.
Sure.
But it's not conducive. I mean, losing that guy, it's
No.
going to set us back. I mean,
Yeah.
it's going to set us back to where we were when I started 22 years ago. I mean, we're going right back to the same numbers. The town's growing, and then public safety is going to take a hit on.
Yeah. Okay. Nicole, do you have any concerns?
My
questions?
only concern is that, we fill this position.
Same.
Same, okay. So is there a motion to fill this position?
I'll make a motion for the posting for a full-time patrol officer.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you, guys.
Thank
Thank you, guys.
Good
Thank
luck.
you. I appreciate it.
That's all you do. Thank you.
Announcements.
The Dayton's Lion Club Food Bank will be held next on Saturday, October 18th, located at Town Hall, and this is in the lower level, on Saturday, October 25th, 2025. From 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., the Drug Enforcement Administration will coordinate with the Dayton Police Department for a one-day prescription drug take-back initiative event to remove potentially dangerous controlled substances from homes. This is an opportunity for the public to surrender pharmaceuticals, controlled substances, and other medications to law enforcement officers for destruction.
Thank you. This is the first of two public inputs. Is there anybody who wants to come up at this time? Hi.
Hi. Ellie Bedrow, 209 Beach Street. I know that you're really not going to help us with the E. coli down there. I'm asking if Tom had, from the Highway Department, had come up with a solution. Is that being considered?
I'm going to hand it over to
Right,
Ralph,
yeah.
but I think, go ahead.
No, I had reached out to you, Ellie, after I put it in the email, that two things. There's one where we could put I was talking with Tom, at least to relieve some of the puddling that happens over there. I mean, that we could do strictly from the town, on the town side. But the better solution is, and we're trying to work with the homeowner to see if we could go on their property to create that. I forget the term, like a dry gutter, so it could be more effective in reducing the puddling. So speak with Tom to see. We're reaching out. I talked to our town council to see what to have that better solution coming up. So we are working on that.
Would it happen this fall? Because in the springtime, that sometimes, like last year,
Yeah.
that overflowed all over the park, over
Yeah.
Park Ave and down into the river.
Yeah.
And we know what's in there.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's a concern because we
Sure.
have grandchildren that play in our yards.
Yeah, I know, and not only that, I think there's a springtime concern, and I think Tom brought up that the bigger concern is the pooling in the winter, and it creates an ice condition. So we are looking into it to see how quickly we can get it done. So
it is going to be done.
I'm going to say we're doing our best to make it happen. So I don't want to be in a position to make any promises, but we want to get it done. We're just trying to find the most effective way. We just don't want to put a drain pit in there. We could do something on the town side and just put a drain, but that isn't. We may wind up just doing that, but we just want to see if we could work with the homeowner to see if we could get on their property to do that that dry gutter.
How far have they got with the homeowner?
I asked Tom to reach out to him, so I'll be reaching out, follow up with Tom, and in the next week or so, I'll be reaching out to the homeowner.
Okay.
Yeah, to find out.
If
find
not,
out what we could do.
you can eminent domain it.
Yeah, we can, but that's a longer process. We're trying to do this the quickest and easiest way we can. Before that's a more longer and more costly process. So we'll try the quicker, easy way first, and then we'll take it from there if we want to do, if we have a decision to do eminent domain.
How many times has Tom been out there? Any idea?
A few times. I know he's looking.
Going out to take a look at it with him, or you have it pretty
we've-
much.
No,
he's
he's
going to be one or the
yeah,
other.
he's pretty familiar. He's going taking a look at it. There's some overgrown brush.
Right.
Was that taken care of yet?
No.
Never. Okay. Yeah. Tom is looking at yeah, taking a look at the overgrown brush. So he's got it on his schedule.
Okay.
So
I know he's a busy man,
yeah.
but.
No, I know.
he can
I
fit it
understand.
in.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll do what we can.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Leonard Hull, 760 Main Street. I just heard people say that Mr. Ferry is busy, and I think I'm going to add to his list. As many of you are aware, the situation on Main Street is reaching a point of being dangerous. The west end towards William Street that was opened up to do some culvert work was patched up. With winter coming, the situation is very similar to when the water main, when the water district put the water main in. And that's a wet area. And they tried doing what the town did, and it didn't work. And they ended up putting down a nice patch to resolve the issue. And I know funds are tight, and I don't know how much money has been earmarked for this phase of the project. But I'm now seeing people driving in the other lane because that side is really unpassable. I'm also concerned, and I have a sign that says there's a bump, especially at night, for motorcycles. So I was wondering if Mr. Ferry could reach out to the water district, find out how it costs them, who did it, and see if they could put down a coating to get you through the winter. It was a temporary coating. Actually, when the water district did it, they did say it was going to be a temporary coating, and it's actually held up pretty well over the last 2 years. Who is the project manager for the Main Street project? Is it an engineering company, or are we doing it in-house?
Oh, Granite City. Granite City.
Oh,
GCP.
Granite City, good. When the water district was having problems, they came out and visited several homes. One particular individual who came to the town quite a bit and was referred to them, and they did a really good job resolving the man's concerns. I was just wondering if problems come up, who should residents contact?
It would be Tom.
Tom?
Yeah. And if I may ask, Mr. Hull, where, Main and Williams, is that?
Well, no, it's all of Main Street, but the worst end is towards Williams Street.
All right.
They did some culvert work there, and they had to re-tear up the other side of the street.
Okay.
Third issue, sidewalks. The same people putting in the sidewalks?
And the contractor would be LAL, would be putting in, so I think the sidewalk, if I remember correctly, sidewalk construction should happen in about a month or so.
A month. With winter coming, is that wise, or are they hoping for a mild winter?
I would have to rely on their professionalism. I have no idea how well
Okay.
concrete sets or how long it takes for it to set.
And then my last question with that, they're just going to do site work at this point and finish in the spring?
The Main Street project, as you know, is an ongoing project, and we're going to try to move it along as quickly as we can.
And my last question is, how much involvement has the ADA coordinator had in the sidewalks in light of the fact?
I just talked to him today.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Sure.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I don't think it hurt to have another update on Main Street from
No,
the
not at all.
highway.
Yeah,
Superintendent?
It's probably that time. It's been a while.
I mean, you've heard, probably seen a lot of the stuff on social media.
All right.
But they don't come up here, so that's why I thought I'd come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Any selectmen's reports?
I don't have anything.
No, I just want to say I'm glad that we recommended to continue to fund public safety tonight. You know, we recommended to put some money into some new public safety vehicles and, you know, pay for lease payments on
Right.
fire engines, and we're lucky to have great public safety departments, and I'm glad the town's continuing to invest in them.
Yeah, we had said that early on, when we were doing budget cuts, that we were not going to try to cut police and fire.
Right.
So tonight's making a good step towards that.
Yes.
Mr. Town Administrator, you're up.
Well, you know, we included my evaluation in the town administrator report, so, you know, obviously this is a two-way conversation. I hope when you saw my self-evaluation, I tried to be as honest with you and myself as possible. I think some of my, where I need improvement, I think it was also, you know, identified by you as well. I don't dispute that, and just it's more of a communication issue where you know, I think I'm an individual. You know, you guys give me a task and I do it and I bang it out, get it done. I will do my best to improve in keeping you in the loop on that. Please don't, you know, don't see that as a sign of disrespect. I respect all of you up here. I see you, you know, you set the tone and the agenda, and, you know, when you give me my marching orders, I go out and I do it. But you know, I will, you know, I'm not going to try to either do or do not, right? So I will make that improvement to make sure you guys are in the loop, so you could be, so you understand where I'm going, and I think more importantly, I understand where you want me to go. So, but I mean, other than that, I'm open to hear what your thoughts are and on my evaluation.
Great. Any questions for Bob?
No, this has been I don't know how long it's been now.
Almost
Yeah.
a year.
Is it really?
Yeah, yeah. October 21st is a year.
Yeah, so I mean, it went by fast, and it's been
Yeah.
great. We've been really happy to have you.
I appreciate it. I'm happy to be here.
I've heard all great things from all the employees, so that's all I got.
It's funny because when Mike was here, I talked to him a couple times a day. But you seem to have it so that we don't have to talk 2-3 times a day, which is great. Thank you.
I always say you came into the town during a difficult time, and you knew all the difficulties the town was facing, and you still stepped up to take on the task. So thank you for that. And I think that public reviews is kind of awkward, and so I guess I would say thank you for your report on it, and I echo what Selectman Mello said. We appreciate having you here.
No, thank you. Again, I truly appreciate being here, and you guys have given me the opportunity. You know, it's a challenging job, and I hope every day, you know, I do my best to rise up to meet that challenge. And I have again, the people who work for the town of Dayton are great. They're great people. You know, I've done my best to be honest with them, and you know, I look back, you know, I look at the free cash and the turn back, and you know, they really are good stewards of this town's money, and, you know, and they do their best to you know, spend it appropriately and accordingly, because I know all of you are familiar. If you have, let's just say, if you have $1 million budget and it's May and you've only spent $800,000, ooh, I gotta spend $200,000 in the next month. That, you know, something that doesn't happen here, and I am really proud of the people who work for this town. And they are no reflection on me. It's just they are class individuals.
Because it all comes from the leadership.
Yeah.
And I think you run a great town hall.
Yeah. But and I thank you. And again, I will work on my communication. It's kind of funny. I hear it from my wife. You know? But you know, and I think it goes back to my very first professional job. You know, you're in a patrol car, you go out, you do the job, you get your assignment. You know, and then every now and then you tell the sergeant what you're doing, and you only see him when you got a problem.
Right.
So, but you know, it's just, I will work on making sure you guys have a more complete knowledge of what's going on. And please, at any time, call me. Anyone, please call me. If you have a question, call me. I always pick up the phone for you, or if not, I get back to you within moments. So.
Okay. Then there is no old business, so we're on to new business.
I think we need a vote to accept the consensus document, if you don't mind.
I'll make a motion to approve the town administrator evaluation for signature as presented.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
I didn't have that on here. Did you?
For the town.
Oh, well, it's under report, but I saw the signature page.
Oh, yeah, okay. New business, to review, discuss, and act, signing of the warrant for the special town meeting.
I'll make a motion to sign the warrant for the special town meeting.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Motion, review, discuss, and act, designation of Jeffrey Mello, building inspector, as special municipal employee.
I think for these two items, I think what we need to do is designate building inspector as a special municipal employee for now. And I think that list gets updated and it goes to the Ethics Commission and on file with the town clerk.
Right, the town clerk has filled that out. Both Mr. Mello is, well, he's our interim building commissioner, but he was our inspector. But I don't think he ever received a special municipal employee designation, and you know the reason why he does work for Seekonk. And if I could toss Mr. Antunes in as well, he's the building inspector over in Seekonk as well, and he's sort of filling in the role which Mr. Mello had before he became our interim building commissioner. So you know, both individuals, it's been, the transition has been pretty seamless. I talked to Nancy Pinto. She goes, it's so far so good. Like I said, both men work for another town, and this sort of gives everybody a designation and protection with that. So,
Have we ever made a motion to appoint Michael as a building inspector for the town?
I think that's within my authority as the town administrator because it's an interim position. We do have an appointment letter for him, you know, spelling out his tasks.
Okay. So we need a motion, please.
I don't mind the town administrator making appointments, but I think that's the first I've ever heard of that happening. I'm just thinking of every.
Well, I think,
Everything
when
in
have we ever had anyone in the, like an intermediate? I don't
Just any appointment ever that I can just think of would, I mean, we have elected positions, obviously, but I'm just thinking an appointment generally goes through the Board of Selectmen.
Right.
I get it on an emergency basis,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm thinking, I'm just thinking,
Are we talking about Jeffrey or Michael?
Michael Antunes.
Because Jeffrey is,
Consider it.
yeah,
Since he's gonna get paid,
yes,
right? So he's gonna be an employee of the town
on an interim basis,
on an interim basis.
right? Where Mr. Mel has already been, he's kind of filling in as he's already an employee of the town and an inspector. He performs inspectors. He's just sort of expanding his duties.
Oh, Michael's completely new.
Michael is completely new.
Oh, okay,
Right.
all right. I knew that department had a bunch of
Right,
inspectors,
yeah.
and I just thought he was one of the already existing ones.
I know all of our other inspectors, we would appoint. So I was just,
Are you just trying to say going forward, if Ralph could bring us the appointments before they occur?
yeah,
I'm just trying to simplify what
yeah,
you're saying.
right.
Is that what you're
If
saying?
people are on the town payroll, I thought it would just kind of go through the Board of Selectmen,
How
other
did
than
he
an
get
elected
found? Like,
official.
did he apply? What
No,
what
Jeff
happened?
Jeff Mello recommended him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because we needed someone to fill the position. We have a few. There's some inspections, like he would normally, when Jim was here, he would do inspections on Mondays and Wednesdays. Jeff would do Tuesdays and Thursdays. So we have it, if any inspections, we don't want to hold anybody up.
Mhm.
So.
What are your guys' thoughts on that?
I think for me, it just goes into just let us know. The communication portion we were just talking about, just reach out to us. I would want to hold it off to come to a Board of Selectmen meeting and to,
Right. That was my concern.
yeah, but if just that I know, that's all I really care.
Simple conversation. Right.
I just go back to, I like a paper trail, and
Mm-hmm.
I haven't been to some meetings back when I was a town clerk, and they go over like how important it is to swear people in and all of that, things are challenged. So I'm just thinking of building permits and swearing people in, and then I just think of, well, you have to swear someone in, you need an appointment letter.
Right.
So I'm just wondering, like, was Michael, does he have an appointment letter? Was he sworn in and all that kind of stuff?
We have an appointment letter for him, spelling out what his role is.
And you're sworn in by the town clerk?
Not yet. He hasn't come in yet for it. So we just want to get all the paperwork squared away before we pay him.
Okay.
So
Okay.
So we need a motion on the floor, or is there not going to be one?
I'll make a motion to have Jeffrey Mello be a special municipal employee, and that's it for now.
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any more discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Review, discuss, and act designation of Michael Antunes as building inspector. As special municipal employee. No motion on the floor, so it does not pass.
Are we not motioning this because it didn't go through the proper channels?
Personally, if we, in a future agenda, if it said motion to appoint as building inspector, and then we had another motion, or it could be one motion, but the more I think about it, even for the public, or maybe someone else was interested in the job, I think the town administrator should be able to appoint someone on an emergency basis. If someone resigns and we have work to do, but thinking longer term, I think he should be formally appointed by the board.
Well, is this who you're thinking is going to replace Jim?
No, no,
This
we
is
just,
temporary.
just short term to fill in, you know, just to bang out inspections that we don't wanna hold anybody up, so.
And he works for another town, so.
Yep, yeah, he's the building inspector in
He needs to be a
Seacon.
special employee, right? But does he have to be through us? Can he be through a special
No,
employee?
it would, yeah.
Yeah,
through
both
us.
sides do it?
Through us, I don't know if
Alright.
he's gotta get on his side, but because he works for another town, and we looked at the legislation that he's gotta be a special,
Can you not
special
start
special
working
employee.
for us until that's,
He's not working for us yet, he
Oh,
didn't
okay.
start, so I kind of put him on hold, I wanna make sure all his paperwork was squared away first, so. So he hasn't, you know, he hasn't done inspections, and we haven't rolled them out yet, so.
Okay.
And if you want, we'll put him on the next agenda, and I'll just give him a call, see.
thanks, Ralph.
Yeah, please. Approval of the warrants then.
I'll make a motion to approve the warrants paid by October 9th, 2025, 15/8/26 for $128,586.66 and 15/B/26 for $92,993.55.
I'll second that.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye.
Aye.
There's no correspondence in minutes of the meeting.
I'll make a motion for the approval of the Board of Selectmen regular meeting minutes for the September 3rd, 2025, September 10th, 2025, and October 1st, 2025.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Last of the public input? Nobody else? Then adjournment, please.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Motion has been made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye. Thank you.